In the middle of the night, I go walking in my sleep.
The following is a presentation of WGAA Sports.
Cedartown High School basketball.
He dunks it! Lays it up, got it!
Yes!
Three-pointer try.
Yes! Cedartown wins!
It's time for Cedartown High School Bulldogs basketball right here on WGAA 106.1 FM and AM 1340. Broadcasting online at WGAAradio.com and streaming on the TuneIn Radio app and Facebook Live. And now, let's head down to courtside for today's action.
Welcome into Cedartown High School basketball here on WGAA 106.1 FM, AM 1340, Facebook Live, YouTube, and the NFHS Network, along with Sam Branch. I'm Andrew Carter here on a very, very cold January evening. I don't know if it got above freezing today here in Cedartown.
I don't think it did, and if it did, it was barely above freezing. But we will take a quick break, and we will tune in to the national anthem.
All right, let's get this game going here. We'll have the introduction of the starting lineups. The Cedartown Lady Bulldogs coming off a big win, a much-needed win last week over the Ridgeland Panthers. Get the starters for the Heritage Catoosa Generals. It'll be Aaliyah Rogers, number 1. Number 11, Gracie Murray. Number 12, Courtney McKenzie. Number 20, Lauren Mock. And Brooke Matherly, number 24.
Heritage comes into tonight 13-4 overall, and they are currently sitting at 6-1 in region play. They are number 2 in their region, while the Lady Dogs come into tonight 2-4 in the region, and 3-8 overall. They are number 5 in their region. Starting 5 for your Lady Dogs: number 5, Haven Barclay. Number 11, Marin Barrow. Number 20, Kendall Pace. Number 14, Michaela Jordan. And number 30, Summer Kite. So that'll be your starting 5 for your Lady Dogs.
Of course, Heritage defeated Cedartown. It was one of our first region games back in December. A game that, of course, we like to forget because of that was the game we lost Mary Sil Brumby and Ivory Boozer all in the same game. And of course, they're still not with the teams yet. We'll have Summer Kite tipping at the line for Cedartown, and to bring the play-by-play, here's Sam Branch.
Thank you, Andrew Carter. Lady Dogs dressed all in white uniforms with a red trim and red numbers as the Heritage Lady Generals won the tip-off. Number 11, Murray, goes to the left side. A three-point attempt from the far left side from number 24 is no good, rebounded by Heritage, but they lose it. Michaela Jordan now has it for the Lady Dogs. She'll give over to Kendall Pace, back to Jordan on the left side. Layup no good, rebound, loose ball. It's going to be out of bounds, but it will stay with the Lady Dogs.
I like that move there, Sam. They went down and were passing back and forth, trying to get open for a shot.
Inbound pass goes to Haven Barclay. She'll give to Kendall Pace at the top of the key. Pace will work to her left. She'll split a defender. She gives underneath to Summer Kite. Back out to Marin Barrow. She'll go to the right side over to Michaela Jordan. Now to Kendall Pace on the right wing. She'll move back towards the middle of the floor. She'll drive. Little floater, can't get that to go. Possibly some contact. No call, though. Rebounded by Heritage, and they're quickly down the court. Right side layup off the back glass has the Lady Generals ahead 2-0. Lauren Mock with the first points of the night for Heritage.
And, Sam, that's what they can do. They can score quick, and they can score often. And that's what they did against us. We played them earlier in the season. So Cedartown can respond on their offensive possession.
Erin Barrow for the Lady Dogs will be at the top of the key. She'll give to Kendall Pace. She'll have to back it out. Directs traffic, now comes back towards the center of the floor. Over to the left side to Barrow. Barrow, she's going to work back towards the middle of the floor, right at the Bulldog logo. Now to Kendall Pace on the left side. Pace looks, she's going to drive, spin move, splits a couple of defenders. Ball loose off the knee of a General, and it's shot no good off the back glass, rebounded by Heritage. Pass underneath, long pass, tried to get it underneath Courtney McKenzie, but it was knocked away by Michaela Jordan, and it will stay Heritage General ball. 2-0 is your score. Lady Dogs trail. Just under 6:30 to play here in the first period from Cedartown High School. Inbounds pass goes to Brooke Matherly. Now to Gracie Murray. She'll work towards the middle of the floor. Over to the right side to McKenzie. Now in the far right wing. Oh, and she stepped out of bounds.
Yeah, her right leg was right on the line, and she's kind of beside herself
in
on
disbelief, but Rogers put a heel on that line, and it'll be a turnover. Cedartown now needs to take advantage. Kayla Jordan will bring the ball down for the Lady Dogs. She'll go to the right side to Barrow. Barrow was looking like she was trying to get it to Haven Barclay in the right corner, lost it, and it's out of bounds, and it'll be a turnover. So Lady Dogs unable to capitalize on the Heritage turnover, and they turn it right back over to the Lady Generals. McKenzie come to the right side, right in front of Cedartown's bench. Now she'll go back to Murray. Murray thought about a three, pulled down, shot over to the left side. That three-pointer, though, is good from the corner from Brooke Matherly. And the Lady Dogs now trail 5-0.
Yeah, again, just passed wide open there, and wide open from the left wing, got it in there.
Kayla Jordan gives to Kendall Pace, who will work back towards the middle of the floor. Just tries to get around a defender. Ball is knocked loose. Out of bounds, last touched by Heritage. So it will stay with Cedartown right at the half-court line. And we'll have a timeout on the floor. We'll take it with them. You're listening to Cedartown High School Lady Dogs basketball right here on home of the Dogs, WGAA AM 1340, 106.1 FM, and the NFHS network.
Cedartown Automotive is your one-stop for all your automotive needs. For oil changes, new tires, or tire repair, brake work, tune-ups, air conditioner service, or repair, think of Cedartown Automotive. Cedartown Automotive is a longtime supporter of Cedartown High School athletics here on WGAA. Cedartown Automotive on East Avenue in Cedartown. Give them a call today at 770-749-5040 or stop by their beautiful location for fast and friendly service. And all the folks at Cedartown Automotive say, go Dogs!
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big AA.
Kendall Pace will work towards the middle of the floor as they come out of the timeout, trailing 5-0. Lady Dogs looking for their first points of the game as we approach 5 minutes to play here in the first. Shot on the way from Barclay is off its mark. Missed and was short to the right. Did not draw any type of contact, so Heritage will take over after the out-of-bounds ball. Quick pass, hard over to the right corner. Matherly will work towards the middle. She gives to a wide-open Mock, who drives, shot, and that's good. That's Mock's second basket of the night. She took advantage of that open lane and an easy 2 points. Kendall Pace now for the Lady Dogs. She'll drive, tries to split a defender, loses it. Matherly was there to knock it away. She'll bring it across the timeline for Heritage. Now tries to get it underneath to Mock again. This one is knocked away by Barclay, and it'll stay with Heritage. Matherly will do the duties. Gets it into Mock. Now over to Murray. Back to Matherly. She's going to go around her defender. Pass it over to the left side. Underneath to number 12, McKenzie, and that's a no-go. Loose ball, still on the ground. Finally, they were able to corral it. Murray with a shot high off the back glass. And the Lady Dogs are now down 9-0. Another timeout on the floor, and we'll take it with them. You're listening to Cedartown High School Lady Dog basketball right here on the Big AA.
Looking for a good used vehicle? Don't go out of town. Come see the folks at Dingler Motor Company, 526 North Main Street. Bad credit, no problem. Dingler Motor Company can get you back on the road in no time with their in-house financing. Top quality pre-owned late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Stop by and check out their wide selection at 526 North Main Street across from Livewire Surplus. Call them at 770-748-0906. Search them on Facebook at Dingler Motor Co. That's Dingler Motor Company.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big AA.
Haven Barclay will bring it across the timeline for the Lady Dogs. She'll give over to Baron Barrow on the right side now, back to Pace. Pace over to Barclay, far left corner. That two-pointer is good, and the Lady Dogs are finally on the board here with right at 4 minutes to play in the first. Heritage quickly down the floor, though. Murray will bring it across the timeline. She'll go to the left side. Now to McKenzie. McKenzie underneath. They kick it back out to Murray. Murray trying to get it down low to Mock, but she'll try to split a couple of defenders. She drives. Now Mock on the left side. Shot off the front rim, no good. Rebound, Haven Barclay, but she has it knocked away. Still loose ball. It was touched by about 5 different girls, and we've got a foul on the floor.
I think they're going to call that on Heritage. They're going to get number 12 on that, Courtney McKenzie, the junior. And there was a lot of contact and the ball was kind of back and forth between Heritage and our number 14.
Kendall Pace now, she'll drive, tries to go up for a layup, and she's fouled. Mock turns around and throws her hands up, but I saw that from here, and I need glasses.
Going to put Cedartown to the free throw line for the first time tonight.
9-2 is your score. Lady Dogs trail by 7. First free throw on the way from Pace is off the back of the rim and no good. Right at 3.5 minutes to play here in this first period. Pace gets set. Shot on the way. That one is good. 9-3 is your score. Inbounds pass goes to Courtney McKenzie. McKenzie will bring it across the timeline, and she'll immediately go to the right side. Three-pointer on the way. No good. Rebound. Mock. She gives underneath to number 24, Matherly, who takes a shot and has that rejected by Summer Kite.
Great block there by Summer Kite. Used her height to her advantage and was able to get all ball on that and force an inbounds pass.
Heritage was stacking a line. They'll take a quick time, or not a timeout, but a pause for a substitution as Reese Abercrombie will check in for Heritage. They break their line. Inbound pass goes to Murray on the left side. Now she'll come all the way across to Collins. Collins shot on the way, and that is good. That's her first basket of the night, and it's now 11-3. Kayla Jordan will bring it across half court for the Lady Dogs. She'll go to the left, now to the right. Now she gives to Barrow in the right corner. Barron will give it to Kendall Pace. Pace tries to get around a defender, has to kick to the left side to Haven Barclay. Barclay was trying to get it underneath to Kendall Pace before it was knocked away, out of bounds. It'll stay with Cedartown. Rogers checks back in. Mock will get a break. And number 24, Anna Kate Bussey, will check in for the Lady Dogs.
Summer Kite will come take a seat after a couple of good defensive plays on the other end. Gets a high five from Coach McKelvey. Taylor Jordan will also come out. She may have had a cosmetic issue, and Asia Ware will check in for her. Maybe contact.
Inbounds pass goes to Kendall Pace. Pace off the back glass, and that's no good, but she will go to the free throw line as she draws the foul. They're going to get number 23, Macy Collins. That's her first of the night, and Kendall Pace will go to the free throw line for the second time tonight. She's 1 for 2 so far. First shot is no good, missed off to the left.
Again, we will have some big games tomorrow. We'll tell you more about that in a minute.
Shot on the way from Kendall Pace. That missed to the right, no good. Rebounded by Heritage. Matherly will bring it across half court. Over to the left side to Murray. Murray's going to work back towards the middle of the floor as she directs traffic, tries to get Abercrombie to change places, and she does, but then they go the other way to Matherly. Over to the corner to Rogers, back to Matherly, now back to Murray at the top of the key. Left side to Abercrombie. She'll come back towards the middle of the floor, now to Murray. They get it underneath to Collins. Collins turns, gets it back out to Abercrombie. Shot no good. Rebound by Marin Barrow. Barrow will bring it down the floor. She's got to contend with some traffic, and it's stolen by Murray. Murray's going to take it all the way to the glass. Good move.
Wow.
She was headed to the glass. She got defended, so she stopped in her tracks and then took it straight there and laid it in.
Stop play so Cedartown can make a substitution. Asia Ware comes out as Michaela Jordan is back in.
The bounce pass goes to Abercrombie. Cedartown lost it out of bounds. It'll be Heritage ball right at half court. Murray right at the Bulldog logo. Now she comes to the right side. Barrow playing good defense on her. Try to get it underneath. Too hot to handle, though. Collins could not get a handle on it, and it's out of bounds. Good play by the ref.
Yeah. Chest high take right there by the ref. Michaela Jordan bringing it down the floor. 13-3 your score. Heritage on top.
Marin Barrow on the left side. Now she'll work back towards the middle of the floor. Over to Michaela Jordan on the far right side. Now they'll give to Haven Barclay. She's going to drive. She has to back out. Now she gives to Bussey. Bussey double team. Gets out of it. Michaela Jordan, three-point attempt on the way. No good. Rebound. Abercrombie and Barrow both went after it. Good hustle play by Marin Barrow to get her hands on it for the jump ball.
Possession arrow will keep it with Cedartown, so Lady Dawgs will have another chance on offense.
Off the inbounds pass, gets it to Pace. Pace shot right away, and that one will fall. So Kendall Pace with her first field goal of the night makes it 13-5. Murray will bring it across half court. She'll give to McKenzie. Now over to Rogers. Broken up, stolen. Marin Barrow comes away with it, but then she has it ripped out of her hands by Collins, who will take it to the basket. No call for the travel there. Rebound again by Barrow, but then it's stolen again by McKenzie. Heritage fighting for the possession. Keeping this possession alive by just continuing to get in there and fight for the loose ball. Abercrombie gives to Murray. Three-point attempt on the way from Collins, and that one is good from downtown.
She just left open. Haven Barclay tried to get to her to maybe try to block it, but she was too late.
They're going to go back and rule that a two-point shot, and it's 15-5 instead of 16.
I guess her foot might have been right on the line.
Three-point attempt on the way from Barrow, just long, rebounded by Heritage. Murray, far left side. She'll work around Michaela Jordan. Now she'll come back towards the middle of the floor. Spins, runs into a defender. Has to give it up to McKenzie. McKenzie outside to Collins. Collins to Abercrombie. Abercrombie will drive. Over to the left side to Murray. Wide open three-point attempt from the corner is no good. Rebound by Anna Kate Bussey. She'll give to Pace. Pace got to hurry. Gives it to Jordan. Michaela drives off the back glass, and that's going to be good. And it is 15-7. Into the first period, we'll go to the second. Lady Dogs trail. You're listening to Cedartown High School basketball right here on the home of all Dog Sports. WGAA, AM 1340, 106.1 FM, and now on the NFHS network.
Have you been to Croker's Hardware and Supply lately? Croker's is the place to find everything you need, from boots to fencing, from plumbing supplies to wood and gas stove fittings, everything, even paint and flooring. Whether you're building or repairing, everything you need is right here at Croker's Hardware on East Avenue. Name brands galore right here in your back door. Orca and Yeti coolers and tumblers, case knives, native eyewear, buck stove grills, and more. At Croker's, you can find everything.
Go by and see the friendly staff there at 1192 Rockmart Highway. That's Croker's Hardware in Cedartown.
Bradford's Drugstore on North Main Street in Cedartown is your locally owned and operated Good Neighbor Pharmacy. Bradford's accepts most prescription plans, and remember Bradford's for all of your gift and decor needs. Bradford's pharmacist takes time to get to know you, explain your medication, and answer any questions that you may have. Go by and see Bill Brewster and all the fine folks at Bradford's the next time you need a prescription filled. Also use their convenient drive-thru. Bradford's Drugstore, 500 North Main Street, Cedartown, 770-748-3100. And all the folks at Bradford say, go Dogs.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big AA.
15-7 as we begin the second period of play.
Abercrombie gives it to the right side to Rogers, underneath to Mock. Mock strong up to the rim, no good. Rebound, Haven Barclay had it for a second, lost it. Abercrombie got it, gave it back to Mock. She went up, that shot was blocked out of bounds, and they're going to say last touch by the Lady Dogs.
Yeah, Anna Kate Bussey on the block there. That's why it went out of bounds. Good job there by her, freshening the game off the bench.
Inbounds pass goes to Matherly. Matherly gives it to Abercrombie. Now back to Matherly, over to Mock. right side. They're going to get it to Rogers. And Mock was able to get that one. Kendall Pace jumped the pass, but was a little too early. Mock was able just to pick it up, turn around in an easy two-pointer, and it's 17-7. Kayla Jordan gives it to Anna Kate Bussey. Three-point attempt on the way from the right side off the rim and no good. Rebounded by Heritage. McKenzie will bring it across the timeline. She'll work to the right side. Now to Matherly. Matherly gives it to Abercrombie underneath to Mock. Mock turns, loses it. Loose ball knocked away by Haven Barclay, picked up by Heritage. McKenzie, right side, Rogers. That one shot is no good, rebounded by Kendall Pace. Summer Kite's got to come up and put a little more in her face on that one.
Yeah, and I think that's one thing she's trying to work a little bit better for is a little more aggressiveness on defense.
Michaela Jordan with a shot was short, rebounded by Mock. Heritage brings it down to the right side to Abercrombie. Thinks about a three, pulls down, gives to Rogers. Rogers working around Pace, has to give it back out to Abercrombie. Abercrombie to Mock. Now to McKenzie on the left side. McKenzie thinks about a three-pointer, pulls it down, gives to Mock. Mock turns, shoots, no good. That was blocked partially by Kendall Pace, rebounded by Heritage. Three-pointer on the way from Abercrombie is good, and that's her first basket of the night.
Makes it 20-7. 6:15 to play before halftime.
Lazy pass to Kendall Pace is almost broken up. She loses it. Picked up by Rogers. Rogers loses it. Picked up by Summer Kite. Pass over to Haven Barclay shot no good. Rebounded by Abercrombie. She's going to drive down to the right side. Runs into Michaela Jordan, has to give it over to Rogers. Rogers tried to get it to a wide open Mock who just lost it off her shoe tops. Out of bounds. It'll be Cedartown ball. Substitutions coming in and out for both teams. Marion Barrow and Asia Ware have both checked in for the Lady Dogs.
Also coming out of the game is Anna Kate Bussey.
Kayla Jordan will bring it across the timeline for the Lady Dogs. Works to the right side off of a pick by Haven Barclay. Loses it for a second, gives it back to Barclay. Now to Ware. Back to Jordan, over to the right side to Haven Barclay underneath the Summer Kite. She turns, dribbles, takes a shot, and that is good, and it's 20-9.
That's exactly what you want to see from Summer. Shots like that, using her height, turns around and got that easy basket.
Mock. That little 6-foot floater is good. So as soon as the Lady Dogs were able to get something going, the Generals, they answer. Asia Ware work to the right side. She'll give to Haven Barclay. Now to Marion Barrow towards the middle of the floor. She'll work to the right. That one's almost broken up as it was passed over to Michaela Jordan. Three-point attempt on the way from Haven Barclay is short. Rebounded by Mock in the Generals. Here comes Murray. She'll bring her across half court. She'll try to go around Jordan, and she does. Quick little pass over to Rogers. Shot was blocked by Summer Kite. Out of bounds, last touch by Heritage.
Again, Summer Kite, walking that thin line of aggressiveness on defense, and there is a thin line because if you get too aggressive, you get called for the foul. But she did a good job there to block that one, and then she's blocking it off of a Heritage player. Cedartown has it.
Asia Ware gives to Haven Barclay over on the right side. Barclay to Barrow. Barrow on the far left side. She'll work back. Now she's going to split a couple of defenders, take it straight to the basket. How was that not a foul?
Goodness.
She went up for a shot. It was blocked by Mock. Picked up by Ware. It'll stay with the Lady Dogs. Michaela Jordan now. She'll try to work around Murray. And she does so, but they're going to get her for a travel. That one went straight over her head. And that'll be a turnover for the Lady Dogs. 4:16 left to play here in the second period. It is 22-9. Lady Dogs trail. Inbounds pass goes to Murray. Murray comes across half court. She'll work to the left side. Now she gives to McKenzie. McKenzie will give to Matherly on the right side in front of the Lady Dogs. Now they'll give to Mock. Mock back outside to Murray. Murray directing traffic. Michaela Jordan trying to keep her at bay there. She'll go to the right side. Now she'll have to go around a screen set by Mock. Takes it straight to the basket. No good. Rebounded by Mock. Shot no good. Rebounded by Mock. On the floor, saved by Summer Kite, and it goes straight, though, to number 4, Renee Weldon, for her first basket.
I think if Summer doesn't try to save that, Cedartown has possession. But, she did a good job. Another good block there on that possession. Now we got a foul call on the other end.
We're going to get Courtney McKenzie on a block on Asia Ware.
By the way, folks, on the far side, on the very top row of the bleachers, our very own mascot is in attendance.
There he is. I just saw it.
King Chubb, the Bulldog, is here. Whistle on a stoppage of play.
Cedartown had the inbounds pass, but then there was a stoppage in play, like he said, and I think what he's advising the Heritage girl is she was on this side of the out-of-bounds line, but she was hanging her arms or hands over. You can't do that. You have to pretend there's almost a wall there and go straight vertical. So Cedartown will inbounds the pass again after that quick explanation. Knocked away by Heritage, picked up by Kendall Pace. She's got to get it across the timeline, and she does so. She's going to blow by her defender, take it all the way down, and they're going to get her for a travel.
She did. She stopped, and then her feet carried her forward a bit, and then she had to do that little hop. And when you do the hop, it's an automatic turnout.
24-9 is your score. Lady Dogs trail. Approaching 3 minutes to play here in this first half. Matherly on the right side. She'll work back towards the middle of the floor. Thinks about a long three. Pulls it down, gives to Mock. Mock over to Murray. Murray's going to go around Michaela Jordan. That shot is blocked, though, by Kendall Pace. Pace is going to bring it down. She'll come across half court. She'll go to the right side. Tries to get it to Summer Kite. That one's blocked away by Mock. Loose ball picked up by Matherly. She'll bring it down the floor for Heritage. Over to the left side to Mock. Mock, shot on the way, baseline jumper's no good.
I think that might have been blocked as well.
Summer Kite definitely was there. Kendall Pace came down with it, and we've got a foul on the floor. I believe they got number 4 on that, Renee Weldon.
And the reason I think it might have been blocked is because it was well short of the bucket up there. So Cedartown will have it off that foul. 2.5 to play before halftime. 24-9, Cedartown trails.
Michaela Jordan coming across half court. She'll give to Kendall Pace over on the left side. Pace will give to Barclay. Now over to Marin Barrow. Gets it underneath to Pace, but that pass was just a little high off of Kendall's fingertips. She wasn't able to handle it out of bounds. It'll be Heritage. Murray brings it across half court. Now she'll give to Matherly. Over to Murray. Back to McKenzie. All these M's can be quite confusing. Matherly. Underneath. That shot no good. Rebounded by Summer Kite. She'll give to Haven Barclay. Barclay brings it across half court. Gives to Marin Barrow on the left side off the back glass, and that is good. First points of the night for Barrow, makes it 24-11.
Yeah, great job there by the freshman, that left side layup. Easy 2 for her.
Murray gives to McKenzie on the right side. She'll work back towards the middle floor. Now to Weldon. Weldon takes it straight to the basket, and that's good. 26-11.
Well, Cedartown will get shots, but then Heritage will just respond right back with baskets of their own.
Barclay tries to give it to Kendall Pace, but the shot was short and it bounced off the back of Courtney McKenzie. Heritage comes away with it. Murray drives, kicks out to McKenzie. Three-point attempt on the way from McKenzie is good. So Courtney McKenzie with her first three-pointer of the night, and it's 29-11. Barclay will bring it across half court. She'll give it to Kendall Pace right at the Bulldog logo. Try to work around McKenzie. Over to the left side. Three-point attempt on the way was no good from Michaela Jordan. Rebound by Matherly. Matherly gives it to Murray after she ran into Michaela. Long 2 on the way, no good. Rebounded by Michaela Jordan and the Lady Dogs. Full court press on right now by Heritage. They knock it away, but Cedartown comes away with it. Haven Barclay goes to the left side now to Summer Kite. Summer Kite gives to Michaela Jordan. Jordan to Kendall Pace on the left side. Now she's going to drive. Shot. And that one is going to creep out. Rebounded, though. Right there was Marin Barrow, and she put it back up. That's her second basket of this second period. Under 30 seconds to play. 29-13 is your score. Now Heritage will slow things down. Gracie Murray will bring it across half court. Goes to McKenzie on the right side. Now she'll bring it to the top of the key. Thinks about a three, pulls it down, gives it to Collins. Collins back to Murray on the left side. Now underneath to Collins. And she takes that to the glass and lays it in as easy as can be. So that'll do it for the first half. The Lady Dogs trail here at home against the Heritage Lady Generals by a score of 31-13. We'll take a quick break and be right back here with halftime results, or halftime numbers, I should say. You're listening to Cedartown High School basketball on the home of the Dogs, WGAA the Big AA.
Rocky and Patty Tillery, 2 Cedartown High School graduates, and they stayed right here in the county and went into business. They employ right at 100 people, and they've been doing that for a long time. Most of their work is from out of the county, but they want to push our youngsters here, no matter what they're doing, Little League, Pony League, high school baseball, basketball, football, and soccer, and that's Polk County Public Service. They appreciate serving you.
Live Wire Surplus. Stop in today at 546 North Main Street. New items are arriving all the time. At Live Wire, they have unbelievable deals on lawnmowers, weed eaters, and leaf blowers. But that's not all. How about your patio? Live Wire has top-of-the-line grills, patio tables and chairs, fire pits, and so much more. All fresh off the truck, brand new, still packaged, and priced to sell. Live Wire Surplus, 678-861-5021. Take your truck. You're going to need it to load up on the savings. Cedar Valley Golf Course has been the place to play golf in Cedartown and Polk County for nearly a century. Locally owned and operated since 1924, Cedar Valley Golf Course offers 18 holes of some of the most beautiful fairways and greens in the area. Cedar Valley Golf Course is a proud supporter of the Cedartown High School Bulldogs and the greater Cedartown and Polk County region. Call for tee time 770-748-9671, located just south of Cedartown at 1811 Buchanan Highway. Cedartown's original golf course, Cedar Valley Golf Course.
One of the pillars of a strong community is knowing your neighbors. We believe it's important to know your neighbor. To know that the person down the street selling you your car is the person you'll see grilling with you at the block party. It's important to be a part of a community, and Peach State Ford is proud to be a part of historic Cedartown, Rockmart, and Rome, and even prouder to be rated one of the best in the country in customer service. Nobody knows trucks or people like Peach State Ford.
2076 Rockmart Highway, Cedartown, 866-872-6660.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big AA.
Welcome back to here. It's halftime. The scores are mirror images of themselves. Heritage 31, Cedartown 13. How about that? In fact, if you look at the screen, it actually looks like it's mirrored. Anyway, Andrew Carter along with Sam Branch here at CHS. And, you know, the score is a big lead for Heritage, but we've seen a lot of good things by the Lady Bulldogs. And I was actually talking to Chris McKelvey yesterday. He was helping me out with the soccer broadcast. By the way, congrats to the boys soccer team with a big 3-0 win over Cahulla Creek. Cahulla Creek was the defending 3A state champions. It was only a scrimmage, but still a lot of people got some playing time. The Lady Dog soccer program fell 3-1, but they had a lot of good things going on for them. Their season, by the way, starts on the road this Tuesday at Temple. So we'll be bringing you a few of those soccer games on Facebook Live, YouTube, and the NFHS Network. I think we've got 3 more that we're going to be doing. So we're looking forward to doing that again as we get onward for that. Before we get to our halftime statistics, I also want to remind you that tomorrow we've got a big few games here at Cedartown High School. We play Rockmart, and it's a red out. So if you come to the game, wear your red. JV game starting at I believe 1 o'clock. At 2 o'clock. 3:30 for the girls game and 5 o'clock for the boys game. And we'll have the varsity girls and boys right here on the Big AA, Facebook Live, YouTube, and NFHS Network. The boys especially, I know, looking for a bounce-back win. They want some revenge over the Jackets after that tough loss in the Haralson County tournament. But here in this girls' game, it's Heritage 31 and Cedartown 13. And back to what we were talking about, Sam, about how the girls have really improved. Ever since the loss of Mary Sil Brumby and Ivory Boozer, you know, it's been kind of a take this piece and see how it works type deal. You know, bringing in new faces. In fact, most of the players, with the exception of maybe 1 or 2, didn't even get to play last year much at all. But I think every game they get better. And I think that is
yeah, they do. And like you said, a lot of plug and play, a lot of
exactly.
let's see what this piece will do. With the exception of Michaela Jordan, who basically played, you know, a very young, very new, very inexperienced team with the loss of Mary Sil Brumby and Ivory Boozer. Those were really your 2 veterans that had come back. Of course, last year we lost 2 major parts of last year's teams with both of those young ladies graduating and moving on and playing elsewhere. And so this was a young team. And like you said, they have had some struggles, they've had some challenges, but they're doing well tonight. We talked about it during the break. No fouls for our Lady Dogs in this first half of play. That is almost unheard of, to make it an entire half with no fouls.
Well, we talked about how there's a thin line between over-aggressiveness and not being aggressive enough. And maybe we weren't as close to that line as I thought we were. So I think in the second half, Lady Dogs need to be a lot more aggressive defensively. If they're not going to, if they're going to let them play, you know. And let's hope that Cedartown can get some rebounds and maybe force some turnovers on the other end, because Cedartown they are getting the blocks, and we're seeing blocks. We've seen Anna Kate Bussey get a block. We've seen Kendall Pace get blocks, and we've also seen Summer Kite get a few blocks underneath. So that aspect of the game is happening. But what we need to work on, I think, in the second half, and ball control and preventing scoring on the other side. Be a little bit more aggressive, and I think if they do that, we can keep the score where it is and maybe catch back up.
Well, and ball control is one thing that you hit on, and something that you learn in basketball, and something that you're taught, or at least you should be taught, is every move that you make needs to be intentional. If you're going to pass the ball, that needs to be an intentional pass. And what I mean by that is you need to do it with some conviction.
It's like what they were doing at the beginning of the game. When Cedartown went down the floor for the first time, it was one pass after another because if they're gonna be in your face, that's one way you beat man coverage is you pass the ball away and try to get down there and
catch somebody slipping.
Exactly.
And make intentional passes, make intentional drives to the basket. That's one thing that I would like to see us maybe do in the second half. Can we? I don't know. We may not have the personnel to do it, but I'd love to see some intentional drives to the basket, see if we can't draw some fouls, because they're also not in foul trouble. Courtney McKenzie leads the way in fouls for Heritage. She's got 2, and then you've got 3 players with only 1 foul, so they're also not in foul trouble. So let's be a little more aggressive defense, as you stated, but let's also be a little more aggressive on the other side of the ball, and let's take some of those and see if we can't make some runs to the basket. Are they going to call a charge on you? In girls' high school basketball, you don't see a heck of a lot of charges, but you do see some blocks. So make some intentional movements to the basket, see if we can't get them into foul trouble, see if we can't create some scoring opportunities for ourselves, as well as being more aggressive on the defensive side. I'd love to see Summer Kite. Man, she is just, you can tell she's a young player. She plays with a little bit of timidness, I would almost say, but she is absolutely has the potential to be a phenomenal basketball player. She's got the height. You can tell that mentally she gets it.
Yep, she does.
She understands what she's supposed to be doing. She understands the assignment, as I believe that's the phrase that the kids are using nowadays. But she understands her assignment. But she also needs to understand she can get a little more aggressive. She can move a little bit quicker. She can get up in their face a little bit. You don't have any fouls. You're starting the second half with no fouls whatsoever. Get in their face a little bit, be a little more aggressive. But I'm interested to see how we play this second half as we get ready to start the third period.
We're going to take a quick break and come back with the start of the second half. Your score is Heritage 31 and Cedartown 13.
Cedartown Automotive is your one-stop for all your automotive needs. For oil changes, new tires, or tire repair, brake work, tune-ups, air conditioner service, or repair, think of Cedartown Automotive. Cedartown Automotive is a longtime supporter of Cedartown High School athletics here on WGAA. Cedartown Automotive on East Avenue in Cedartown. Give them a call today at 770-749-5040 or stop by their beautiful location for fast and friendly service. And all the folks at Cedartown Automotive say, go Dogs!
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big Double A.
About to begin the second half. Cedartown trails at 31-13. It's the girls' matchup. Cedartown is currently in the region standings number 5. Heritage is number 2 behind Pickens. Pickens is one of the best teams in the state this year. And Cedartown will have the ball to start, so the possession arrow will be in the opposite direction once we pass it in to start the second half of play.
Inbounds pass goes to Haven Barclay, who will bring it across the timeline for the Lady Dogs. She'll work to the right side. That one is quickly knocked away by McKenzie. Heritage wearing all blue uniforms trimmed in red and white with white writing and numbers. I gave you Cedartown uniforms earlier. Not to give you Heritage. Michaela Jordan, she'll work to the right side. She'll try to work around Murray. Good shot on the way. That one is no good. Rebounded by Mock. Cedartown not in position there. And Murray will bring it down for Heritage. Over to the right side to McKenzie. She'll have to give back to Murray. Now to the left side. We'll go all the way back to the right to McKenzie. All the way back to the left to Matherly. Matherly's going to try to drive the baseline. Has it knocked away. Gets it to Rogers, though. Now to Mock. Back over to Matherly. Shot on the way. No good. Rebound by Marin Barrow. Good position in there by the young lady for the rebound. She runs into trouble, though. Has to pass it, and it gets to McKenzie. McKenzie gets it to Mock. Mock lays it off the back glass. That's where the youth and the inexperience shows. Haven Barclay bring it across the timeline for the Lady Dogs. She'll try to work around Matherly, but she is fouled. That's going to be Brooke Matherly's first of the evening, first team foul here in this third period. Inbounds pass will be taken care of by Michaela Jordan. She gets it into Haven Barclay. Bring it across the timeline. She gives it back to Jordan, but it's broken up. Heritage takes it down. Shot off the back glass by Murray was no good. Rebounded by Kendall Pace. Pace will now drive. She's going to spin. 360 shot blocked. How she did not get a foul, I don't know. She got her own rebound, put it up, no good. Rebounded by Summer Kite. That shot was no good. Lost out of bounds. Last touch by Heritage. They are really letting them play underneath.
I'm telling you what, really
a lot of contact. Inbounds pass on the way. Barrow gets it into Pace. Pace gets it to Michaela Jordan. Michaela Jordan gives it to Barrow. And again, do everything that you do with intention. Got to clean those passes up. Inbounds pass goes to Haven Barclay on the right side. Now she's going to drive. Split a couple of defenders, loses the handle, and that's out of bounds. Last touch by Heritage, so it'll stay with the Lady Dogs.
That may have been a gift. I didn't think it was touched by Heritage. They're going to change the call. It will be Heritage ball. So they did change the call. I think they saw what we saw. It went between two defenders and wasn't touched.
Long pass from Murray down to Matherly. Now she'll get it underneath to Mock. Mock turns. She'll kick it back out. They thought about a three, but pulled it down, gets it to Rogers underneath. Now McKenzie will give to Murray. Murray will drive. Tries to get it underneath to Rogers. That's knocked away, and that's going to be out of bounds. Last touch by the Lady Dogs. It'll stay with Heritage as we approach 6 minutes to play. Lady Dogs trail by 20. Inbounds pass goes to Mock. Mock gives to Murray. Murray over to Matherly. Three-point attempt on the way, and that is good. That's something that they are not afraid to do, is shoot the three. That's Matherly's second. And it looks like we've got a timeout on the floor. We'll take one with them. You're listening to Cedartown High School Lady Dogs basketball right here on the Big AA.
Looking for a good used vehicle? Don't go out of town. Come see the folks at Dingler Motor Company, 526 North Main Street. Bad credit, no problem. Dingler Motor Company can get you back on the road in no time with their in-house financing. Top quality pre-owned late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Stop by and check out their wide selection at 526 North Main Street across from Livewire Surplus. Call them at 770-748-0906. Search them on Facebook at Dingler Motor Co. That's Dingler Motor Company.
Are you ready for steel? Equipment, that is. At Croker's Hardware in Cedartown, we've got all the steel equipment. Blowers and shredder vacs, chainsaws, augers and drills, trimmers and brush cutters. We're very proud to be a retailer for the steel product line. As an independent dealer, we can provide many services that the big box chain stores just can't match. Our friendly and knowledgeable staff is always ready to help you select the equipment that meets your specific needs. So call Croker's for a steel today. That's 770-748-4842 to learn more about steel in Cedartown.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big AA.
Out of the timeout, the Lady Dogs will inbound the pass to Haven Barclay. She'll give to the left side to Marin Barrows. One step, shot on the way, and that is good from the left wing.
I'd say that was a successful timeout.
Absolutely. Worked out just like they drew it up, it looks like. Matherly will come across half court for the Lady Generals. Picks up her dribble, has to give to McKenzie on the right side. Now to Rogers, right corner. Now they'll go back to McKenzie. Murray, she's going to try to drive and split a couple of defenders, and we've got to travel. So a turnover there off of the Cedartown basket, and we may have just the slightest bit of momentum in it.
Well, you know, we've seen several no calls on travels already, and that might have been the most obvious one tonight, so at least they called it.
Kendall Pace on the right side. She feeds underneath to Summer Kite, who loses it. Picked up by Rogers. She's going to have a fast break. She gives to McKenzie. McKenzie off the back glass.
And that's what's happening. Cedartown gets on a run, and then Heritage just breaks it away.
Kayla Jordan tries to give it to Haven Barclay. That's lost, broken up, and Heritage comes away with it. Murray, she's going to drive. Feeds underneath to Wilson, who loses it. Kendall Pace comes away with it for the Lady Dogs. She'll give to Michaela Jordan. Jordan on the left side. She'll give back to Pace. Pace is going to drive the middle of the floor and has it knocked away. It's going to stay Cedartown ball.
Barclay is favoring her nose. I'm not sure if it's bleeding or maybe it might be bleeding, but she took a good shot in the head with the basketball straight ahead, right on the nose.
She was not really expecting that pass from Michaela Jordan.
I think she might be bleeding.
It clocked her right on the face.
Yeah, she's got a little blood on the nose.
Kendall Pace on the right side. She'll go back towards the middle of the floor to Michaela Jordan. Michaela might have got away with one there. Gives to Barclay. Barclay's shot, no good. Rebounded Barrow. Puts that up, no good. Loose ball. Comes away with it is Murray. She's got a fast break. Now she's going to drive. Gives to McKenzie at the last minute. Too hot to handle. Out of bounds. So an unforced turnover. And the Lady Dogs will get it back with just under 4:20 to play. 38-15. And they're going to send Barclay to the bench.
Yeah, they're going to make her come out.
Looks like possibly a busted lip, maybe.
I couldn't tell if it was a lip or nose, but whatever it was started bleeding pretty bad when she came off the floor.
The officials right now just checking the floor, make sure that she did not leave any evidence of that.
Anna Kate Bussey will check in.
It's Kayla Jordan who will bring it across the timeline for the Lady Dogs. She's going to work through the left side, thought about the right side, went left and lost it as it was knocked away by the Heritage Lady Generals, and it will stay Cedartown ball. Aaron Barrow will inbound it right under their own basket. Tries to get it to Summer Kite, who was double teamed. Knocked away. Murray, she's going to drive. Michaela Jordan tries to stick a hand in there. Knock it away. She can't do it. They get it over to Wilson. Shot no good. Rebounded by Kendall Pace. Here come the Lady Dogs. And a lot of traffic, and they're finally going to get a foul, and it's going to be on number 11, Gracie Murray. Murray called for her first. That's going to be the second team foul of this third period with right at 3:50 to play. Kayla Jordan gives to Bussey. Bussey will work towards the middle of the floor, gives it to Pace. Pace has to split a couple of defenders, gives it to Summer Kite. Kite, drive, shot. That's good. That's exactly what we need her to do, Andrew Carter.
Yeah, very good. Very good. Got open there and got it to drop in. Three-pointer try is off the glass, no good.
Matherly missed her mark, but rebounded by Collins. Collins quickly gives to Wilson. And I believe the Lady Dogs might have just committed their first foul of the night, and they did.
First foul. Who's going to be the honors? It's going to be number 11, Aaron Barrow.
So that's going to send the Heritage Lady Generals to the free throw line for the first time tonight, and it's Bree Wilson. First shot on the way is no good. It missed its mark. She'll get set for her second with just under 3.5 to play here in this third period. Second one on the way, and that one does connect for Wilson. That's her first points of the night. And with that, the Lady Generals extend their lead 39-17. Kendall Pace will work to the left side. Now she'll try to get around Wilson. She'll give to Barrow. Barrow back underneath to Wilson. Excuse me, to Pace. It was knocked away by Wilson. And so it will stay Cedartown ball.
And that really could have gone either way, I think. But Cedartown does get the benefit of the doubt of the call.
Barrow gets the ball to Summer Kite. Kite turns. She'll give to Bussey. Bussey, three-pointer on the way with a defender in her face. No good. Rebounded by Murray. Murray's going to drive. She's on the fast break. She's got to get around Michaela Jordan.
Oh, what a block. What a block there by Michaela.
Heck of a play there by Michaela Jordan, saves the basket, but it'll stay with Heritage as they'll stack them up. Now they'll break over to the left side. McKenzie's going to drive around Barrow, runs into a wall, gets it to Wilson. Wilson's shot on the way, no good. Rebounded by the much undersized Murray. She just had a better position. Three-point attempt on the way, and that one is good from Reese Abercrombie. That's her second of the night. 42-17. They are not afraid to shoot the long ball. That's their 7th three so far. Kendall Pace splits a couple of defenders, has it knocked away by Murray. Murray on the fast break. Michaela Jordan's going to stick with her, but they get it over to Wilson. She was double teamed, and Wilson made her pay for it. 42-17, 44-17 is your score. Timeout on the floor. We'll take it with them. We'll be right back here on the Big Double A.
Bradford's Drug Store on North Main Street in Cedartown is your locally owned and operated Good Neighbor Pharmacy. Bradford's accepts most prescription plans, and remember Bradford's for all of your gift and decor needs. Bradford's pharmacist takes time to get to know you, explain your medication, and answer any questions that you may have. Go by and see Bill Brewster and all the fine folks at Bradford's the next time you need a prescription filled. Also use their convenient drive-thru. Bradford's Drug Store, 500 North Main Street, Cedartown, 770-748-3100. And all the folks at Bradford say, go Dawgs.
Rocky and Patty Tillery, 2 Cedartown High School graduates, and they stayed right here in the county and went into business. They employ right at 100 people, and they've been doing that for a long time. Most of their work is from out of the county, but they want to push our youngsters here, no matter what they're doing, Little League, Pony League, high school baseball, basketball, football, and soccer, and that's Polk County Public Service. They appreciate serving you.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big Double A.
The one, the only, the original. Frank Burgess Sr. with that commercial that was probably cut before I was alive.
It's been a while back.
Haven Barclay returns to the floor. She'll give it to Kendall Pace.
Well, Cedartown had Pony League back then. So.
That's right.
Hadn't had Pony League in years.
Barclay drives left side, baseline, can't get that one to go.
She's okay.
Tough shot.
She's okay.
Rebounded by Matherly, who will drive. She'll give it to Murray. Can we not get any type of call whatsoever? My goodness.
Finally got a travel call. The ref on this far end called it.
There were several opportunities there, I feel like, for a foul call. So we'll take that. However, good night.
And they're letting them play. I mean, that's the thing.
All right, so Michaela Jordan drives. That one is good off the back glass. And it's 44-19. Murray will bring it down. She'll give it underneath to Abercrombie. Shot blocked by Summer Kite again. Rebounded there by Barclay. She picks it up, has it knocked away momentarily. Gets a hold of it again, but then tries to throw it to Summer Kite and throws it away. Underneath to Maverly from Murray is good off the back glass. They're just that good. They'll call a timeout. We'll take one with them. Lady Dogs trail as we come to the close of the third period. You're listening to Cedartown High School Lady Dogs basketball right here, WGAA.
Live Wire Surplus. Stop in today at 546 North Main Street. New items are arriving all the time. At Livewire, they have unbelievable deals on lawnmowers, weed eaters, and leaf blowers. But that's not all. How about your patio? Livewire has top-of-the-line grills, patio tables and chairs, fire pits, and so much more. All fresh off the truck, brand new, still packaged, and priced to sell. Livewire Surplus, 678-861-5021. Take your truck. You're going to need it to load up on the savings.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big Double A.
The 13-4 overall, 6-1 region Heritage Lady Generals are flexing their muscles tonight, 46-19, as we are under a minute and a half to play here in the third period. Kendall Pace, little floater, she gets that one to go. That's her first points since the first period.
And Cedartown's already playing better tonight than they played against this team the first time we saw them. And I think that's a huge improvement.
Matherly on the left side. She'll now work towards the middle, picks up her dribble, has to get rid of it. She gives it to Collins. Collins to Abercrombie. She's going to drive. Now she picks it up, gives it to Weldon. Weldon over to the left side. They try to get it underneath. They do. Shot by Weldon, and she is fouled. So she will go to the free throw line, and they're going to get Haven Barclay for her first of the night.
And again, I think we've only still had like 2 or 3 defensive fouls, 2 of them in the whole game.
A shot on the way from Renee Weldon. Hits every part of the rim, but does not go in. She'll get ready for her second from the strike. Shot on the way, and that one does find its way home. 47-21. Under a minute to play. Inbound pass goes to Michaela Jordan. It's going to be a long 4th period, I believe. Loose ball picked up by Heritage's number 14, Katie Cope, and also the Dawgs' Haven Barclay. Possession arrow in favor of Heritage.
I don't know if the lead is enough to warrant the 6 minutes toward the end, but a shortened period. At this point, I don't think it would be.
Bounce pass on the way from Cope, and
is there 5 seconds or they call a foul?
They're going to get a foul, I believe, on, well, they're not going to call a foul. They're just going to tell her that she's across the line. Again, when you're inbounding that ball, you've got to pretend that there's a wall there. Loose ball picked up by Haven Barclay. Oh, she tried to throw it up off the side of the backboard. She tracks down her own rebound. She'll give to Marion Barrow. Barrow underneath. Gets to Michaela Jordan. Now back out to Barclay. Now to Barrow. 3-point attempt along the way.
Oh, what a shot.
My goodness, she hit that one from Fish Creek. Marion Barrow with a long 3.
Downtown.
47-24 is your score. Loose ball picked up by Kendall Pace and the Lady Dogs. They give it to Marion Barrow. Tries to get the layup, and it is no good, and it is the end of the 3rd period. We will go to the 4th period. The Lady Dogs trail 47-24. You're listening to Lady Dogs basketball right here on WGAA and the NFHS Network.
Cedar Valley Golf Course has been the place to play golf in Cedartown and Polk County for nearly a century. Locally owned and operated since 1924, Cedar Valley Golf Course offers 18 holes of some of the most beautiful fairways and greens in the area. Cedar Valley Golf Course is a proud supporter of the Cedartown High School Bulldogs and the greater Cedartown and Polk County region. Call for tee time 770-748-9671, located just south of Cedartown at 1811 Buchanan Highway. Cedartown's original golf course, Cedar Valley Golf Course.
One of the pillars of a strong community is knowing your neighbors. We believe it's important to know your neighbor, to know that the person down the street selling you your car is the person you'll see grilling with you at the block party. It's important to be a part of a community, and Peach State Ford is proud to be a part of historic Cedartown, Rockmart, and Rome, and even prouder to be rated one of the best in the country in customer service. Nobody knows trucks or people like Peach State Ford.
2076 Rockmart Highway, Cedartown, 866-872-6660.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big AA.
We were talking about it between the periods about how beautiful of a three-pointer that was from Marion Barrow. And it wasn't just I just barely made that 3. It was right in the middle of the bucket three-pointer from about halfway, almost back to the mid-court circle.
We need a dozen more of them at the very least. Haven Barclay, long 2 on the way from the left side, no good. Rebounded by Collins and Heritage. Now to Murray. Murray will bring it across half court for the Lady Generals. She'll go to the right side, over to Cope. Cope gets it underneath. Now underneath to Matherly. Rebounded Summer Kite. She'll give to Kendall Pace. Pace will bring it across half court. She gives to Michaela Jordan on the right side. Jordan gets it to Haven Barclay. Barclay's going to drive, but they're going to get her for a travel first. Got a little ahead of herself and did the Texas two-step, and it's going to be a turnover. And Heritage will get it back with right at 7:18 to play. Inbounds pass goes to Gracie Murray. Murray will bring it across half court. Now she'll give to Mock. Mock gives to Collins. Collins over to Murray. Right side, now they'll work back towards the middle of the floor. Matherly to Mock on the left side. Good cut, but an intercepted pass by Kendall Pace. And she's going to drive. She's going to split a defender, takes it all the way to the basket. Shot was no good, but she'll get a free trip to the stripe.
Excellent job there. Foul called on Lauren Mock, number 20. Great job there by our number 20 to drive all the way forced contact and now a chance to get a couple of free throws.
She anticipated the pass and just stepped right in there, and Pace came away with it. And her first free throw attempt misses the mark. She's made 2 trips to the free throw line prior to this one, and she's only 1 for 4. Now 1 for 5 as she gets set for her second, which is also no good. Rebounded by Mock. Mock will give to Matherly. Across half court towards the left side. Now they give to Mock underneath, who was left wide open, and she's fouled by Kendall Pace on the other end. So the 20s are exchanging blows as Kendall Pace picks up her first foul, and Mock will go to the free throw line for the first time tonight. First shot on the way is good from the 5'10 junior. Lister as a power forward and a center, and I believe every bit of it. Second shot on the way, and that one is good.
Sub coming in, number 12, Courtney McKenzie will go back in for Lady Generals. Heritage Catoosa, Green Gold, Georgia, where they hail from. One of the longest trips.
Kendall Pace, she'll try to drive, has to kick it out to Barclay. Barclay will try to split a couple of defenders, has to give it up to Summer Kite, who will pass back out to Michaela Jordan. Jordan will work to the right side. She'll give to Barclay. Now underneath to Pace. Shot. I don't know how we didn't get a foul there. Rebounded by Pace. Put it up. Knocked away. Mock came away with it and gives to Murray. Murray going to drive. She'll try to get it underneath. Haven Barclay said no thank you. Takes it away and gives it to Barrow. Barrow now to Pace. The 20s are on each other again. Kendall Pace turns. Shot. No good. How was she not fouled? I'm not sure, but she comes down. Looks like she got a hand to the eye. It'll stay with Cedartown. Inbounds pass from Marion Barrow. She gives it to Kendall Pace. Turns, tries to give it out to Haven Barclay. It's thrown away. And that's going to be a backcourt violation.
Got to hand it, though, to Kendall Pace, though. A good one-handed grab on the inbounds pass. But all for naught.
Approaching 5:50 to play here in the fourth period. 49-24 is your score. Lady Dogs trail. Murray, right at the Bulldog logo, goes to the right side to McKenzie. McKenzie on the right wing. She'll work back towards the middle of the floor. Kendall Pace comes up and challenges her. Now she'll pull it back down, has to pass over to the left side. Three-point attempt on the way from the left wing, no good. Rebounded by Collins. Collins takes it to the glass, and they'll call a foul there.
Get that on number 5, Haven Barclay. That was her second foul, I believe, isn't it?
You are correct, sir. And this is going to be Macy Collins' first trip to the free throw line, and the first attempt is good.
They break the half-century mark, 50-24. They're up by 26.
Summer Kite and Kendall Pace will both get a break. Shot on the way from Collins. No good. Rebounded by Heritage. They put it up. That shot's no good. Rebounded by Mock. Mock takes the shot, but she is clotheslined by Asia Ware, who just checked into the game for the Lady Dogs. So that's going to send Mock to the free throw line for the second time.
Actually, they're going to do it.
A non-shooting foul.
But they get the 2 anyway.
Inbounds pass went straight to Mock, and she banked it off the back glass for an easy 2, and it's 52-24. Barclay will bring it down the floor for the Lady Dogs. She'll go to the right side to Asia Ware, right in front of Lady Dogs bench. Now to Michaela Jordan, over back to Barclay, right at the top of the key. Thought about a 3, brought it down, gives it to Barrow. Barrow underneath the Bussey, turns. Oh, how did that not go in? It was in and out. Rebounded by Heritage. That long pass was intercepted by Barclay, who gives it to Michaela Jordan. Michaela Jordan on the right side.
She took it in the face again, too.
And they're going to get Michaela for a double dribble, and she knows it. The official saw it, called it. Michaela looked right up, Coach Wigley, and just kind of smiled. So the inbounds pass will go to Courtney McKenzie, junior point guard for Heritage. She takes to the right side. Now she'll give to Murray. Murray's going to drive around a couple of Lady Dog defenders, tries to pass it underneath to Rogers and lost it out of bounds, and it will be Cedartown ball. And Kate Bussey will get it into Michaela Jordan. Jordan will bring it across half court. She'll go to the left side to Asia Ware. Ware now gives it to Barclay. Ball knocked away by number 12, Courtney McKenzie, who just about landed in Kendall Pace's lap. It will stay Cedartown ball. Gracie Murray will check out as Reese Abercrombie checks in for him. Inbounds pass on the way to Haven Barclay. Barclay will bring it across half court. Bounces it off of the young lady's foot. Picks it back up. Now she's right at half court. She's got to do something with it, and she gets out of it. Now she's got to get it to Michaela Jordan after she picked up her dribble, who turned around and just threw it straight to Abercrombie. Abercrombie is going to drive just inside three-point line. Now she'll pass back out to Matherly. Three-point attempt on the way. No good. Rebounded by Heritage and Collins. Her shot was no good. Rogers went for the rebound, lost it out of bounds, and it's going to be Cedartown ball. Just under 4 minutes to play, and we've got a timeout on the floor. We'll take one with them. You're listening to Cedartown High School Lady Dogs right here on the NFHS Network and the Big AA WGAA.
Cedartown Automotive is your one-stop for all your automotive needs. For oil changes, new tires, or tire repair, brake work, tune-ups, air conditioner service, or repair, think of Cedartown Automotive. Cedartown Automotive is a longtime supporter of Cedartown High School athletics here on WGAA. Cedartown Automotive on East Avenue in Cedartown. Give them a call today at 770-749-5040 or stop by their beautiful location for fast and friendly service. And all the folks at Cedartown Automotive say, go Dogs!
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big AA.
3:55 to go in this game. Cedartown trails at 52-24 as we come out of the timeout. Here from the doghouse. Thank you, buddy.
Special delivery. As Steve Baldwin's famous for saying, the popcorn sure does smell good.
Yes. It's good, but it's not, West Cinema, though, has the best.
It is not.
It's the best popcorn on the planet.
Kayla,
but it's very close
yes,
here.
Michaela Jordan brings it across half court for the Lady Dogs. She'll give to Kendall Pace. Pace has it knocked away, but she regains possession. Gives to Anna Kate Bussey. That one's broken up by Collins. Collins is going to take it. She's going to go around Bussey, take it all the way to the glass. Shot no good, but she was fouled. She'll get a trip to the free throw line as Anna Kate Bussey picks up her first of the evening.
And that was just a good takeaway there by 23 Macy Collins, able to just jump in front of the pass and intercept it. She'll try to get some points out of it.
First free throw attempt on the way from Collins is good. We mentioned earlier that our new mascot was here, making his rounds. A new dog in the stands, and speaking of Steve Baldwin, a couple of old dogs in the stands. Steve Baldwin and a group of former dogs, Philip Gamage, Ken Jolly, and Dean Timmons in attendance tonight. And, it's good to see folks that are just invested in the kids and invested in the community and the game out here supporting our dogs.
Absolutely.
Had a jump ball on the floor, and it will stay with Heritage as Anna Kate Bussey gets ready to check out, and Summer Kite is back in. So Matherly will work to the left side. Now she'll go back towards the middle of the floor. She gives over to Collins, who gives to Wilson. Back towards the middle to Abercrombie. Over to Collins. Back to Matherly. Rogers at the top of the key. Left side now to Wilson. Drives. Kick out. Shot on the way from Collins is short. And it'll be out of bounds, last touched by Heritage. So it'll be Cedartown ball as we approach 3 minutes to play here in this fourth period. 53-24 your score. Lady Dogs trail. Haven Barclay will bring it across the timeline. Now she'll give it to Michaela Jordan. Now to Marion Barrow underneath to Kendall Pace, and finally a foul.
That was called by all three refs.
Yes, it was. Bree Wilson picks up her first of the evening. And that's only the second team foul for Heritage in this fourth period.
Renee Weldon comes in for Aaliyah Rogers. We got another stoppage of play. She had not quite made it off the floor in time, I guess.
officials going to have a little discussion about it. And now it looks like we're ready to go. Everybody's on the same page. Inbounds pass coming from Marin Barrow.
Just got it in.
She's going to give it to Kendall Pace, who outside to Michaela Jordan. Gives it to Summer Kite at the free throw line. Now to Pace. Pace underneath, high off the back glass. Can't get it to go. She fights for her own rebound. Goes to the left side. Shot, no good, but she was fouled, and she'll get a trip to the free throw line. And I believe they're going to get Bree Wilson again, and they do. So Kendall Pace will make her 4th appearance at the free throw line. 1 for 6 so far. Shot on the way is good. 2:40 left to play here in the 4th period. 53-25 is your score. Second free throw attempt on the way from Pace. That's going to be well short. Did not draw iron at all, so it'll be a turnover, and Heritage will take back possession. Inbounds pass goes to Matherly. Matherly has to work around Michaela Jordan, playing a tough full court defense. Loses it off her foot. Loose ball out of bounds. Last touch by Matherly as she was diving to try to save it. So Cedartown will get it right at half court. Inbounds pass from Haven Barclay goes to Michaela Jordan. Jordan will bring it across half court. She'll give it to Kendall Pace. Pace drives. Shot no good off the back glass. Rebounded by Koch. Koch will bring it down the floor for Heritage. She'll pass over to the left side to Abercrombie. Abercrombie back to Koch. Koch at the top of the key, working towards the middle of the floor. Now she'll back up. Kendall Pace playing tough defense on her, pushing her back. Gets that one away from her, but it's out of bounds.
Yeah, able to knock it away. Got her hand on the ball and pushed it out of bounds, and will force a inbounds pass for Heritage to get down safely.
Abercrombie to the right side. She'll try to drive around Jordan. Good screen there by Collins. Collins in, picks it up, and takes it to the basket.
Good pass, good shot.
She set the pick and then came out of it and went straight to the glass. Kayla Jordan comes across half court. She'll give it to Kendall Pace, who will work to the right side of the floor. Gives it underneath to Summer Kite. Knocked away, picked up by Heritage. Got a couple of girls tied up with it, but nothing called. Loose ball. Michaela Jordan picks it up. Easy layup off the back glass.
Good job there by Michaela.
They took advantage of that mistake. Abercrombie will bring it across the floor. She'll give it over to the left side to Wilson. Shot on the way, contested, but it still made its way home, and a three-pointer from Bree Wilson extends the lead to 58-27, under a minute and a half to play. As a reminder, at the conclusion of this game, the boys will take on the Heritage Generals. Hear all that action right here on the Big AA, as well as on Facebook Live.
Right now.
Oh, we got a cramp with Haven Barclay. She's down again, God love her. She suffered a busted lip earlier, and now she's got a cramp, it looks like, in her calf. Dawgs will look to take revenge against Heritage, which knocked them off earlier in the season, I believe, by a final of 67-62, somewhere around there.
Something like that, yes.
Very close game. It looks like that this one is going to last for a second. So we'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back here on AM 1340 WGAA, the Big AA.
Looking for a good used vehicle? Don't go out of town. Come see the folks at Dingler Motor Company, 526 North Main Street. Bad credit, no problem. Dingler Motor Company can get you back on the road in no time with their in-house financing. Top quality pre-owned late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Stop by and check out their wide selection at 526 North Main Street across from Livewire Surplus. Call them at 770-748-0906. Search them on Facebook at Dingler Motor Co. That's Dingler Motor Company.
Inbounds pass from Cedartown got away from him, turned over to Heritage Catoosa, excuse me. Abercrombie gives it to Collins, who's going to drive. He's trying to get it to Wilson, knocked out of bounds. Oh, nope, we're going to have a foul on the floor, looks like. They're going to get Anna Kate Bussey. That's going to be her second. Under a minute to play here in this fourth period. Inbounds pass goes to Collins. Collins gets it to Wilson. Wilson, Abercrombie in the left wing. She's going to turn around. She gives to a wide-open Collins, who turns in, takes that one off the back glass for an easy two. 60-27. Asia Ware will bring it across half court for the Lady Dogs. She'll go to the right, runs into a defender, loses the handle on it, and it's going to be out of bounds. It's going to stay with Lady Dogs. Asia Ware has checked in. Helen Wesley has checked in. Addison Haynes has checked in. Inbounds pass goes to Anna Kate Bussey. Gives it to number 10, Chavez, who gives it over to Ware. New faces, have to learn the names with them. Lost that ball, picked up by the Generals. Abercrombie has it knocked away from Asia Ware.
They are letting them play right now.
Well, and they've been letting them play all game, and it's kind of gone from letting them play to let's see what we can get away with. Asia Ware didn't get away with that slap. Made contact with Abercrombie's arm. So they will get Asia Ware if that's their second.
It'll be team foul number 6, so we got 1-on-1 shots coming.
And that's going to send.
Can you believe we've gotten to 6 fouls in one
quarter?
I
cannot. Reese Abercrombie will go to the free throw line.
They're not even going to have any of their girls underneath.
No defenders whatsoever. Cedartown will only have 2. First shot on the way from Abercrombie is no good. Rebounded by Anna Kate Bussey. She will pass over to number 32. She'll try to get it to Asia Ware, knocked away. And it's going to be out of bounds with right at 3 seconds to play. And it will be Heritage's ball, and this should do it. Simple inbounds pass. We'll send them back to Ringgold with a 14-4 record as they knock off the Lady Dogs by a final score of 60-27. So the Lady Dogs fall to 3-9 overall. We will get some game stats for you, and we will be right back here after a quick word from our sponsors. You're listening to Cedartown High School Sports right here on WGAA and the NFHS.
Have you been to Croker's Hardware and Supply lately? Croker's is the place to find everything you need, from boots to fencing, from plumbing supplies to wood and gas stove fittings, everything, even paint and flooring. Whether you're building or repairing, everything you need is right here at Croker's Hardware on East Avenue. Name brands galore right here in your back door. Orca and Yeti coolers and tumblers, case knives, native eyewear, buck stove grills, and more. At Croker's, you can find everything.
Go by and see the friendly staff there at 1192 Rockmart Highway. That's Croker's Hardware in Cedartown.
Bradford's Drug Store on North Main Street in Cedartown is your locally owned and operated Good Neighbor Pharmacy. Bradford's accepts most prescription plans, and remember Bradford's for all of your gift and decor needs. Bradford's pharmacist takes time to get to know you, explain your medication, and answer any questions that you may have. Go by and see Bill Brewster and all the fine folks at Bradford's the next time you need a prescription filled. Also use their convenient drive-thru. Bradford's Drug Store, 500 North Main Street, Cedartown, 770-748-3100. And all the folks at Bradford say, go Dogs.
Rocky and Patty Tillery, 2 Cedartown High School graduates, and they stayed right here in the county and went into business. They employ right at 100 people, and they've been doing that for a long time. Most of their work is from out of the county, but they want to push our youngsters here, no matter what they're doing, Little League, Pony League, high school baseball, basketball, football, and soccer. And that's Polk County Public Service. They appreciate serving you.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big AA.
Welcome back. Your final score: Heritage defeats Cedartown 60-27 in the girls' matchup. Really a game that Heritage controlled from the start.
They did, and and it just it was something that Cedartown really got behind in, and then could not recover. Cedartown with 7 points in that first period, 6 in the second period. Third period, they came out after halftime and scored the most of any quarter or period. They scored 11 there, and then in the fourth, just 3 points. Leading scorer for the Lady Dogs tonight was number 11, Marin Barrow. She finished the night with 9 points. Kendall Pace and Michaela Jordan both finished the night with 6. Summer Kite with 4 points, and Haven Barclay finished the night with 2 points. But just a tough Heritage girls team.
And I think a lot of it can be, 27 points is not bad, but against Heritage, it's not nearly good enough because they have they're so aggressive. Their 3-point shooting is just is stellar, and forcing all those turnovers, and that was the key to the game for them, as they were able to knock off the Lady Bulldogs. As Cedartown will, again, just a tough game. But, and again, like I said during the broadcast, Sam, I feel like even though it was a big loss, I think the Lady Dogs have shown some improvement, and we've seen some good things. It's a young team that's only had some time to play together. In fact, they had to cancel the JV season to have enough players to fill the varsity because of injuries and things of that nature. So it's been a challenge, but I think they've made the best of their situation. And while they are struggling a bit right now, they are improving every game, and I think that's the important thing to look at this point.
Yeah, absolutely. And they will continue to prove throughout the season. And hopefully we'll have a good showing tomorrow as they will host the Lady Yellow Jackets from the big city of Rockmart, just about 15 minutes east of here. So big games tomorrow night. But we've got another big game coming up here in just a few minutes. The Cedartown High School varsity boys team will take on the 8-8 Heritage Generals, and we will look forward to that matchup. Cedartown looking to take revenge from a early season loss to Heritage.
And really, Sam, it was, and we'll talk a little bit more about that when we get to the game, but it was a game that Cedartown felt like they should have won. So we'll see how that turns out here in about 10 minutes. We'll start a new video for the boys' game, so be sure you join us for that on the radio. Stay with us. Boys' game coming up in about 10 minutes. Cedartown basketball in the Big AA. Final score of the girls' game, Heritage 60 and Cedartown 27.
W291 TS Cedartown. Your home for the Cedartown High School Bulldogs. AM 1340 and now 106.1 FM WGAA. The Big AA.